Okay, well, hello and welcome to the Sisel product call. This is Jackie Christensen, your host for this evening. It is July 24th. As Vicki said, this call happens every Wednesday night at 7 Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can find the recorded calls for each of the products in your back office in Sisel Academy. The purpose of this call is to educate you on the products that Sisel has. Not only do we have them, we make them, we create them, and I say we, it's really Tom Maurer, who's the owner, founder, and president of Sisel International. He's a double PhD biochemist and the brains behind this company and the products, and we have the most incredible products I've ever found. I'm a nutritionist, personal trainer. I do Sisel full-time. But health, wellness, fitness, nutrition is my passion. And I've always supplemented and always take pride in recommending the absolute best products that I can find to my clients, to my customers, to my friends, relatives, etc. So when I found Sisel, I felt like I hit the jackpot. I'm sitting on a gold mine. I looked at these products and was so impressed by not only the products themselves, but the ingredients, the fact that they're cutting edge, that they're science-based. We have new products that come out several times a year, and we have another product coming out at the end of this week, another product coming out the first week in August, so we'll be doing a few more product calls on those very soon. But tonight's call is about energy. It's about the Ultramax energy drink. Let me give you a little bit of information on that. You can take notes if you like, but I will post this information along with the call. I also post it on the Sisel Success Team page immediately after this call. And that way, for those of you that don't have my Sisel Pro, you can listen in. So the Ultramax energy drink is an energy drink that lasts and lasts and lasts. And isn't that what you want when you have an energy drink? You don't want to get a boost and then a drop. You don't want to have energy for an hour and have it go away. You want sustained long-term energy that's not going to make you feel jittery, that's not going to boost you up and drop you down and make you feel worse than after you had it, right? Well, the scientists at Sisel International have found just the ingredients and the combination to put this energy drink together. It's called Ultramax energy drink, and they are in little bottles about 3 ounces, 3.5 ounces, highly concentrated. You can drink them on their own, I should say, or what I like to do is mix it with club soda and ice cubes and put it in about 12 to 16 ounces of fluid, and I think it tastes better, and I can sip it. If you drink it quickly, of course, it'll get into your bloodstream quickly as well, and you'll have more of a tendency to get that niacin rush, as it's called. Vitamin B3 is called niacin. And what happens is when it hits your bloodstream quickly, it gives you this little tingling on your forehead and sometimes down your neck, down your arms, and you don't know what's going on if no one's told you about this. So I always tell the new person that's going to try the Ultramax, or if I'm giving it to someone to try, I tell them 2 things. I tell them about the niacin rush, and I tell them just sip it, just drink it a little bit at a time, and I also tell them just start with half a bottle. Some people aren't used to energy drinks, and it's quite shocking to them to feel different and have an effect. They think something's wrong, which in fact there's nothing wrong. It's actually a good thing. Helps with vasodilation and helps with circulation and that sort of thing. But anyway, I always give people just a little bit of warning, a heads up. Same thing happens if you were to take B3 vitamins on their own. A lot of bodybuilders and people that work out, athletes, will take B3 just before a workout for that vasodilation. Okay, so the energy drink, Ultramax, is different than any other energy drink out there. Certainly any other energy drink that I try. It has 0 calories. It fights fatigue mentally and physically. It helps you feel alert and in charge and coherent and feel good. It supports the body's own energy-producing processes because of the ingredients, which I'll get into. It also promotes a healthy metabolism, again, because of the ingredients, and it supports feelings of endurance. It's a patent-pending blend, and it's described by Sisel scientists as a supernova of natural energy. What I love best about it is how long it lasts. The first time I tried it, it lasted 12 hours. 12 hours in my system. At that point, I wasn't drinking caffeine, so I was probably a little more sensitive to it. But it wasn't a hyperness. It wasn't. I didn't have any heart flutter, any feelings of anxiety like from drinking too much coffee. It wasn't a quick boost up and a drop down, nothing like that. In fact, it was nothing like I'd ever tried before. It kind of creeps up on you, and you feel like, ooh, it's working, especially if it's the first time you've taken it. You've got that little niacin rush going on. And then you kind of forget about it, and you just feel good. That's the best way to explain it. You just feel good. You feel alert, in charge, mentally sharp. You have lots of energy. You want to go do something. It's hard to just sit there. You really want to kind of be active and do something. So it has what's called Shah de Bougre in it, and it is something that cycles the energy. So it cycles the encapsulated caffeine, and what it does, it kind of gives it a bump every couple hours. So instead of a straight shot up where you're hyper and you're full of energy and just crash, what happens is it brings you up gradually, and then it keeps you there by cycling that energy. So the Shah de Bougre is responsible for that. Along with the Shah de Bougre, it also has not too many ingredients, about 5 or 6 other ingredients, but let me tell you what they are and what they do. It has D-ribose. Now, D-ribose is a simple 5-carbon sugar, and it's naturally found in our bodies. But it's not like any other sugar. So we're all familiar with table sugar, sucrose, or corn sugar, glucose, or milk sugar, lactose, right? Honey, which is predominantly fructose, like from fruit also, and others are used by the body as fuel. Well, these sugars are consumed, and with the help of oxygen we breathe, they're burned by the body to recycle energy. And because they're used excessively, they can also be toxic, but ribose, on the other hand, is special. When we consume ribose, or D-ribose, the body recognizes that as different from the other sugars and preserves it for the vital work of actually making the energy molecule that powers our hearts, muscles, brains, and every other tissue in the body. And a key molecule, you might have heard it said, it might be recognizable to you, ATP or adenosine triphosphate. ATP is probably how you've heard it. Well, it's known as the energy currency of the cell because the amount of ATP that we have in our tissues determines whether we'll be fatigued or we'll have all the energy that we need just to live vital, active daily lives. So this is energy in this cell, just needed for bodily function and a natural activity level. So D-ribose provides the key building block of ATP, and the presence of D-ribose in the cell stimulates the metabolic pathway our body uses to actually make this compound. Now, if our cells don't have enough ribose, they can't make ATP, so we have no energy. So when cells and tissues become energy starved, that availability is important. So you can see why that is one of the key ingredients in the Ultramax energy drink. Next ingredient is stevia. It's stevia leaf extract. It's a natural, non-caloric sweetener. There's never anything artificial in our Sisel products. Next ingredient on the list is caffeine, and it's encapsulated caffeine. And then there's the Shah de Bougre. It's Shah de Bougre leaf extract, and the origin is from Brazil. It's also used in Brazil as an appetite suppression and used for weight loss. And it works as an appetite suppression because it makes you feel full after just a few bites of food. And it also can help to reduce cellulite. So I'm not going to go into that all right now because the purpose of the Shah de Bougre in our Ultramax is because it cycles the energy. Okay, next ingredient is guarana seed extract. So Guarana is known for its energy-boosting effect. It's also a caffeine. It contains about twice the amount of caffeine found in coffee beans, and it's been very popular the last decade or so, and it's in almost every popular energy drink. Because it's rich in caffeine, it has an impact on cognitive function as well. It means brain function, just making you feel aware and bright and alert. So this is another reason it's added to energy drinks. And studies also have shown that guarana has antioxidant and antibacterial benefits, and it reduces mental fatigue, it aids in memory performance, it improves mood and alertness, and it's often combined with other ingredients like ginseng and some of the other ingredients in our Ultramax product. Okay, let's see here. It has a mild diuretic effect, and it also has an appetite-suppressing mechanism and increases calorie burning. So, as you can see so far, most of the ingredients, both of the ingredients that I mentioned so far, the D-ribose and the guarana help with, and shea de bourgogne actually help with appetite suppressing and help to lose weight. So, kind of getting a 2-for-1 here with this drink. All right, let's see. The next ingredient is called cordyceps. Now, cordyceps you might think are a mushroom. You might have heard of it. It's actually a type of fungi, and it's specifically cordyceps mycelium extract, and it's cordyceps sinensis, and it grows primarily in the mountains of Tibet, where dedicated hunters scour the slopes to find this prized fungi as in fungus, okay? It's traditionally used in Chinese medicine to treat a number of ailments, and cordyceps are especially intriguing to modern medical researchers for its ability to inhibit the growth, division, and proliferation of cancer cells in the body. Now, you may remember cordyceps. They might sound familiar. They were in the press a while back. Actually, it was about 10 years ago. But in the Olympic Games, cordyceps were brought up because 3 female Chinese runners broke 3 world records, and the officials insisted on having them tested, right, for steroids, but the results were negative, and the women had only ingested cordyceps. Nothing else, nothing illegal at all, and it was the only performance booster that they used. So this incident spurred talk of banning cordyceps in professional athletic competitions because of its tremendous effects, and the U.S. Olympic Committee ruled that cordyceps were legal on the basis of its strong safety record and outstanding health benefits. So now a lot of endurance athletes use cordyceps routinely, including Lance Armstrong, Team Postal, during their Tour de France win. Of course, there are a couple of them on some other things too, but our very own Aaron Rennert, Vice President of Worldwide Sales, he was a professional bike racer in his age category. He was number 1 in the state of Utah, number 5 in his age category in the U.S., an avid bike racer, and he swears by the cordyceps and is a huge proponent of our Ultramax energy drink. In fact, he's been known to drink a couple a day. But he knows it makes a huge difference in his performance and his speed while riding his bike. All right. Scientists aren't exactly sure how the cordyceps boost energy and endurance. One theory is that the mushroom streamlines your body's energy use by increasing blood flow to your liver and other organs, and that way it improves your overall oxygen use. And also it has a very high antioxidant activity, and it's thought to lift fatigue and maximize stamina. So another great one. Just a little more background on that one. It used to be the cordyceps were reserved exclusively for the emperors of ancient China because of their scarcity, and it was a special tonic drink because it replenished energy. And we use a particular kind, it's a CS4 strain, of cordyceps, which is called that mycelium, mycelium. It's the only strain of cordyceps that provides all the active compounds found in the wild harvested cordyceps mushroom. So it is thought to be, or considered to be, the highest class of tonic herb, the Cordyceps sinensis, and it balances and strengthens the body's internal systems also. They're thought to tonify both the yin and the yang energy and are considered safe for long-term use. And it's the #1 selling mushroom supplement in the world, as well as here in the U.S. Okay, next ingredient. Not so exciting, but certainly you're familiar with them and tried and true. Next one is green tea leaf extract. Yes, good old green tea. And it's a therapeutic remedy to support metabolism and increase energy levels and increase the immune system. The next ingredient is called bitter orange fruit extract. And it's also known as citrus aurantium. Well, when I was researching these ingredients, I found that the citrus aurantium actually contains a natural synephrine, which helps mobilize energy in the body, or more specifically, in the cell. And then we have green coffee bean extract. Now, green coffee bean extract is, or I should say green coffee beans, are higher in antioxidants than roasted coffee beans. So these are just the raw coffee beans, like the Sisel coffee that we're going to have. This is just the green coffee bean in its raw form, okay, before it's been roasted. And it has caffeine in it. Actually, the roasting process increases the caffeine, but it has a lot of health benefits and energy-producing benefits as well. So that's it as far as the ingredients. The other ingredients, which are the inactive ingredients, water, xylitol, which, as you know, is a very healthy, natural, low-cal, low-glycemic sweetener that's actually good for your teeth and has health benefits. A natural flavor, malic acid, citric acid, sodium benzoate, natural color, 0 calories, no fat, 1 carb, 0 grams of protein. It's got the niacin, 25.5 milligrams. It's got B6, 130%, and 2.5 milligrams. 130% of the daily vitamin B12, and it's cinacobalamin, and it's got just a little bit of sodium, 10 milligrams, and that is it. It also has a patent-pending blend, so it is patented. All right, and the spectacular energy that I mentioned, this is the encapsulated formula of the Ultramax. The only thing it doesn't have that the liquid Ultramax energy has is it lacks the D-ribose. Every other ingredient is exactly the same, including the guarana seed extract, the green tea leaf extract, shatabugra, the bitter orange citrus aurantium, the green coffee bean extract, and it's in a capsule form. And I did mention the price on the Ultramax. The Ultramax energy drink, it comes in a 12-pack, and it's $35. So if you had one a day, it lasts you 12 days. If you had half a day, it lasts you 24 days. All right, the spectacular energy, a little more economical. It's a different initial effect. I want to explain the difference. But it's 60 capsules for $30. So if you had 2 a day, it would last you all month for $30. Now, some of you might be sensitive to caffeine or only need one. I would start with 1 capsule and see how that makes you feel. And if you don't really feel much of a difference, then you can go ahead and do 2. As I mentioned, some people are sensitive to caffeine, and you might get a little too hyper. Other people don't feel a thing. So, start with 1 and then go to 2. And it lasts all day. You don't want to take either the Spectacular Energy or the Ultramax Energy drink late in the afternoon. The latest you probably want to take the Ultramax drink is probably around 2 or 3. That way it can wear off by 10 or 11. If you take it a lot, you're less sensitive to it. But for the first time, I would take it early in the day, okay? And what some people do is take half a bottle at a time, Or if they're going to work out after work or go for a long run, they might take half or a third of a bottle, and then it wears off by the time they go to bed. With regard to the Spectacular Energy, you can start with 1 capsule, go to 2. You could have 2 in the morning, or you could have 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. So there's no cut and dry way to do it. There's a recommended amount, and that's 2 a day. But you want this to benefit you in the best way possible. So everybody is different. Everyone's body reacts differently too. So if one is good for you and it lasts all day, fantastic. You're getting 2 months supply for $30. But again, you can go 2 in the morning and it will last you all day. Okay, so the description for the Spectacular Energy, it's just so well written, I have to share it with you. It says, from the jungles of South America comes an energy formula destined to become a worldwide favorite, and I know it already has. Sisel Energy Supplement contains a natural mix of potent botanicals that lift the spirit, enhance focus and concentration, and boost mental and physical endurance. A remarkable formula of carefully studied ingredients provides the greatest amount of energy without added sugar or artificial sweeteners. Energy drinks are the rave of the day. Unfortunately, along with energy, the intake of sugar or artificial sweeteners is also greatly increased. And as you know, guys, neither of those things are good for your body. Sugar is not only high in calories, but excessive amounts can lead to chronic and disabling diseases. Now you can have the energy minus the negative effects associated with sugar. The star ingredient in Sisel Energy is a botanical called chá de bugre. This unique plant is reported to be a very clean energizer and is recognized by the natives of Brazil as a supplement of choice. In addition to chá de bugre, Sisel Energy contains active herbs such as guarana, green tea, bitter orange, and raw coffee bean. While Sisel combines these ingredients to support an increase of energy, the same herbal combinations are also known to boost metabolism and are found in many weight loss formulas. Well, we found that to be true. Sisel Energy provides energy and endurance for a wide audience of users, from students to busy mothers. Anyone who's short on energy can benefit from this incredible product. It's a great way to supplement your diet to provide that extra needed boost to get you through the busiest of days. And I also might add that this either Spectacular Energy, the capsules, or the Ultramax Energy Drink is a great partner in your weight loss line products. It's a great addition to your Siseline, to your Slender Pops, to your Accelerator, to your Recurve, because sometimes when you're dieting, especially if you're dieting over a long period of time, you've cut back your calories, you might get a little weak, you might not have as much energy. Well, the Spectacular Energy, the capsules, or the Ultramax will put you over the top and fill that void of energy that you may have. I refer to this as most people, because most people feel that way on regular diets. However, I found that my customers, my clients that are losing weight and they're on a diet and they're on the Siseline, they don't get that energy drop because you have sustained energy from the formula, from the ingredients in the Siseline. So you may not necessarily need it, but it's kind of fun to have some extra energy once in a while too. I don't take it every day. I have one maybe every couple of weeks, and if I have a long day or if I know I'm going to be up late, and it's kind of a treat for both myself and Dana. So that is it for the official part of the call. I'd love to hear any testimonials that anyone has, either about the Spectacular Energy capsules or the Ultramax. And I'll go ahead and unmute the line, but if you do have background noise, please press *6 right now, and that will mute your line so we have a nice, clean recording. All right, you're all unmuted. Sounding pretty good so far. But what do you guys think of the Ultramax or the Spectacular Energy? I'd love to get some testimonials on this recording.
Hi, Jackie. It's Vicki. I'll give a testimony.
Well, thank you.
I just wanted to talk about the Ultramax, and I know that was one of the very first products that I ordered when I joined Sisel. And the thing I liked about it the most was that it didn't give you the jitters like most energy drinks do. So you had the energy, but you didn't feel all weirded out on it.
Love it, love it. And how long did it last in your system the first time you took it?
I would say about 6 hours.
Okay. Great. Good to know. Thank you, Vicki. I'd also like to share their testimonial. I think I see Dan Kinnison on the line, and I know Dan loves the Spectacular Energy because he usually takes a couple, at least during boot camp. Dan, are you on the line with me? Oh, or maybe, let's see, you're muted, Dan. I'm going to unmute you. Dan Kinnison, are you there? Dan Kinnison. Okay, he's probably on the other line. He was born with a phone attached to his ear. Who else has a testimonial either on the Ultramax or on the Spectacular Energy?
Jackie, it's Barb.
Hey, Barb.
Hey, I use the Ultramax once in a while. It's not an everyday thing, but if I'm going to go out and do a run or know that my workout with my trainer is going to be over the top, I'll drink half of one. But I'm like you. I like to mix it in something. I like to make it more of a drink than just downing the Ultramax, because I was one of the ones that drank it all at once and had a nice little rush. So on my way to a Sisel convention.
I understand.
But yeah,
on your way home from boot camp this last time, Barb, you said you were on your second Ultramax.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yeah, 2 in a day is way too much. I didn't sleep real well that night, but boy, it sure did help in driving and keeping me clear-headed. It just, you know, when you're driving 11 hours, you get to past that 8-hour mark, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I should stop, but I'm only 3 hours from home. So I downed one then, and yeah, it was hard to sleep that night I got home.
Well, you were a safe driver on the road. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Anyone else have a testimonial? And if you're muted, press *6, and that unmutes your line. Well, if you don't have any more testimonials on this product, I would say that those of you on the phone right now, you need to order some. You need to try the Ultramax, and you need to try the Spectacular Energy. I would recommend trying both. Here's why. People are going to ask you, well, which do you like better? And you have to be able to say, I like this one better because, or I use this one in this case, and I use the other one in this case. Also, if you go to your website and you go to products and you go to weight loss, you will only see the Ultramax energy drink there. You will not see the Spectacular Energy. I don't know why, but you have to go to the category of dietary supplements, and then at the very bottom it says energy. On the label it says Spectacular Energy, and it's right there. Okay, so the Spectacular Energy, it's under dietary supplements, and the Ultramax is under weight loss. So anyway, try them both yourself. I like to be able to tell people which one they should try and when. You want to give your own personal experience. Hey, don't forget, every single purchase that you make in your Sisel business is a tax write-off. That's right. You can deduct it from your income. Most people in network marketing have their own business save between $2,000 to $9,000 a year off their taxes. Your My Sisel Pro is tax deductible. Your any products that you buy for samples, any products that you buy for yourself, categorize them as samples. So try this stuff out. You have to know your stuff. You have to know your products. So keep the receipt, log it down, and just make sure that you deduct it at the end of the year. But the best way to promote these products is to try them yourselves, and then share them with others, give your experience. You can give a sample too, but you want to share your own experience more than anything. All right. Well, that is it for tonight's call. Thank you so much for being on the line with me. I wish you all a great evening. And don't forget, there is Susie's Sisel business presentation and Eric Rondeau, and that starts in half an hour. And that is your opportunity to have people on the call, prospects on the call, that they can learn about Sisel International and what's going on. It is actually a webinar, and you can go in your back office on events, and you can pull up that. Webinar. I'm not finding it on the page at the moment. Barb, do you have that information handy? Let me unmute everyone again. Does anyone have the?
I don't, Jackie. My wireless is down. I'm actually under my desk working on it.
Okay. You guys just go in your back office and check, just go to the events calendar, and you'll find all the information there. But anyway, have a great evening, everyone, and we'll catch you on the morning call. Goodbye. Bye.
Great info and great call. Thank you, Jackie.
That's Fred.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Fred. Good to hear from you. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. I was a little bit late getting on, but I did get on.
Oh, good. All right. You guys take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.